The story of Mary and Martha is probably one of the most well-known stories in the Bible. And I would guess that many of us have heard sermons praising Mary for her more contemplative choice to sit at the feet of Jesus, while Martha was worried about many things. As I ponder this story today, I want to make sure that we see both Mary and Martha as faithful disciples. They have different approaches to serving the Lord, and both approaches are needed in the church as well as in our own individual lives. Last Sunday, I was visiting with my friend Barbara Ann Keeley, who's a Presbyterian pastor, and we were talking about the Mary and Martha story. And she said something that I really liked, and I want to share it with you. She said that when Jesus said there is need of only one thing, what he meant to say was something like, we don't need a 4-course meal. A tuna fish sandwich would be plenty. Now, if that's an accurate interpretation of needing only one thing, then what Jesus is saying is, Martha, you're trying to do too much. Why don't you relax a bit and follow Mary's example? Mary is not lazy, though Martha makes it sound like that. Mary is focused on Jesus and his need to be heard. Martha would do well to follow suit, and in the end, I think she does. You see, Martha is also a woman of strong faith, just like her sister Mary. Remember when Jesus comes to visit them after their brother Lazarus dies? It is Martha that comes out to meet him. And in her faith, she is prompted to say, Lord, if you had been here, my brother would not have died. I know that he will rise again in the resurrection on the last day. And then Martha goes on to confirm her faith in Jesus as she says, yes, Lord, I believe that you are the Messiah, the Son of God, the one coming into the world. So both Mary and Martha are faithful disciples, friends of Jesus, even though they model two different modes of discipleship. We need Martha's willingness to roll up her sleeves and to do the work of social justice and of helping the poor, as Amos calls us to do in the first reading we heard today. And we need Mary's desire to sit at the Lord's feet and hear his word, so that we remember that Jesus came, quote, to reconcile to himself all things by making peace through the blood of his cross, as the letter to the Colossians reminds us. We need to, quote, continue securely established in the steadfastness of our faith, without shifting from the hope promised by the gospel. Mary knows how to do that. In the end, it all comes down to balance between action and contemplation, between Martha and Mary. As we move into the week ahead, we ask God to show us whether we are more like Martha or more like Mary, and ask God to help us to be open to let God achieve a better balance in our own lives and in the life of the church.